So what happened from this little kid, this little scared little lamb in college that couldn't even pick up a phone. He couldn't even hide behind a phone to call a girl he liked, to the guy who's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm calling and I'm on the prowl. Well, in between those two extremes was a lot of self-doubt. Self-doubt is the single greatest enemy to success. So if we could beat the shit out of self-doubt, all of our doubt, all of our risk-taking, we'd all be better entrepreneurs, business people, and have a much fuller life. So how do we do that? Well, that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. What our biggest problem is. The limitations that we, you, me, us, are putting on ourselves are self-imposed. The limitations that we're putting on ourselves, what we think we're capable of, they're self-imposed. I'm going to prove it to you right now. And the 40% rule is when your brain says you're done, you still have 40% more in the tank. I'm not even talking about physical stuff. Physical, emotional, work, money, wherever. When your brain tells you you're done, you got 40% more in the tank. Because it's a scientific fact. The way our brains are wired, it's a defense mechanism. The first time we experience pain or discomfort, humiliation, calling the girl in college, our brain sends a little signal down to our shoulder and taps us on the shoulder and says, stop. What are you doing? I don't want you to get hurt. That's how we protect ourselves. When you ignore the tap on the shoulder, the limit you think you can go to, that is where all the G-O-L-D lies. That is the difference between good and great. Ignoring the tap on the shoulder. So let me give you guys an example so you don't think that I'm crazy. You think that this is all little Navy SEAL bullshit. Every year in this country, 600,000 people put their hand up and say they want to run a marathon. 600,000 people line up at the starting line to run 26.2 miles, the greatest distance you can run outside of an ultra marathon in one shot, 26.2 miles. Of the 600,000 people that try to run this great distance, what percent do you think finish? Anybody? 60? 60? 60? Good guess. 10%? Good guess. 30%? Good guess. 20? Another good guess. The answer is 98%. 98% of the people that start a marathon in this country finish. And I will bet you guys every single cent of stock that I have in the Atlanta Hawks, that almost every single one of those racers experiences what's called hitting the wall. Hitting the wall happens around mile 18. Do we have any marathon runners here? You know what hitting the wall, you've run a marathon, Rita? So you've heard the term. Hitting the wall is a term that happens to marathoners around mile 18 when your brain says, stop, man, what the hell are you doing? Your feet are swollen, you're tired, you're hungry, you've been out here for 3 or 4 hours, you still got another hour and a half left, you're gonna get hurt. Stop! Why do 98% finish? Because they ignore the tap on the shoulder, because the goal that they have to get that medal around their neck, to get that feeling of success is greater than that little bit of discomfort, that extra call, that extra that you have to do to separate yourself. Nobody in this room is here today because they came this far to stop. We're all here to get a little nugget and get better at whatever it is we want to do.